Is it time to buy or sell SOFI stock? In this video, we will explore SOFI in depth. Our initial report was published on our website on Tuesday, the 22nd of April, 2025. And now we are here to provide you with an even more detailed analysis. Remember to subscribe, hit the like button, and turn on the notification bell to stay updated on our latest analysis. You do not want to miss any crucial updates that could impact your investments. Enhance your trading decisions by trying our newly launched AI stock analysis tool powered by GPT-4 at StockInvest.us. Tap into the power of AI and receive free price predictions and in-depth analysis for any one among 45,000 companies worldwide today. Please note that this video is for informational purposes only and should not be considered financial advice. Since April 22, 2025, our system has ranked SOFI as a hold accumulate, giving it a score of 0.45. Let's take a look at the stock's performance during this period. The stock has experienced natural fluctuations, but currently sits at a loss of 0.00% since our initial hold accumulate recommendation. The stock currently sits within the midst of a broad and declining trend in the short term, indicating a likelihood of further descent within this trend. The present 3-month trend suggests a potential decrease of approximately 35.58% over the upcoming 3 months, with possible returns ranging between negative 51.30% and negative 31.21%. Examining the longer term, our 12-month analysis forecasts a projected change of 90.73%. According to our calculations, the stock's performance could vary from 66.71% to 245.38% over the next year. In current terms, this would place the future price within a range from $18.79 to $38.92. Our latest daily update for SOFI highlights that the stock price increased by more than 5.43% on Tuesday. On the last trading day, which was Tuesday, the 22nd of April, 2025, the SOFI stock price rose by 5.43%, moving from $10.69 to $11.27. Throughout that trading day, the stock experienced fluctuations of 5.74%, with a low of $10.81 and a high of $11.43. Notably, the price has risen in 6 out of the last 10 days and has increased by 14.3% over the past 2 weeks. However, it is important to note that the trading volume decreased by 2 million shares, with a total of 51 million shares changing hands, amounting to approximately $576,300,300. This decrease in volume, alongside rising prices, may indicate a divergence and could serve as an early warning for potential changes in the coming days. Looking at the past 52 weeks, the highest price for the stock was $18.42, while the lowest was $6.01. Currently, the stock price stands 38.82% or $7.15 below the 52-week high and 60.12% or $16.99 below the all-time high reached on the 1st of February, 2021, when the stock price hit $28.26. SOFI Technologies Incorporated is on the brink of significant developments as it approaches its upcoming earnings report, with Wall Street anticipating earnings growth. However, analysts indicate that the company may not have the ideal conditions for a substantial earnings surprise. Meanwhile, SOFI's stock is hovering near its initial public offering levels, which some experts view as a critical opportunity. Emphasizing SOFI's strong market positioning, innovative product offerings, and consistent revenue growth. Recently, SOFI announced a loan platform deal valued at $5 billion, which allows for continued expansion while reducing balance sheet risk. This strategic move is expected to positively influence their income statement, potentially driving the stock price higher in the short term. Furthermore, the company secured commitments exceeding $3.2 billion for its loan platform business, contributing to a 47% revenue increase from non-lending segments last year. Such growth dynamics enhance SOFI's valuation and appeal as an investment, as does the successful collaboration with key partners in the lending space. In a broader context, despite market volatility, SOFI shares have demonstrated resilience, showing a 2.6% increase over the past week. This resilience is crucial as investors consider both the immediate and long-term potential of SOFI, bolstered by its financial health and market strategy. Overall, these developments highlight a favorable outlook for SoFi stock, setting the stage for potential price appreciation driven by growth in diverse revenue streams. Analyst ratings. On Tuesday, the 14th of January 2025, it was reported that Citigroup assigned SOFI a buy grade with a hold action. On Friday, the 3rd of January 2025, it was reported that Deutsche Bank gave SOFI a hold grade with a hold action. On Thursday, the 19th of December 2024, it was reported that Morgan Stanley gave SOFI an underweight grade with a hold action. On Tuesday, the 10th of December 2024, it was reported that Jefferies assigned SOFI a buy grade with a hold action. On Monday, the 9th of December 2024, it was reported that Bank of America Securities assigned SOFI an underperform grade with a downgrade action. Analysts have assigned SoFi stock a general sell rating. They classify the price-to-earnings ratio as strong sell and the price-to-book ratio as strong sell. In terms of return on investment, the analysts provide the stock with a buy rating. The following signals have been identified for SoFi. There are mixed signals regarding the stock today. The SoFi stock currently presents a buy signal from the short-term moving average. However, the long-term average indicates a general sell signal. Since the long-term average is above the short-term average, this contributes to a more negative outlook for the stock. If there are further gains, the stock will encounter resistance from the long-term moving average at $11.71. Conversely, if the stock declines, it will find support from the short-term average at $10.87. A breakout through the long-term average would result in an additional buy signal, while a drop below the short-term average would introduce another sell signal, reinforcing the overall negative sentiment. Furthermore, there is currently a sell signal from the 3-month Moving Average Convergence Divergence, or MACD. A buy signal was issued from a pivot bottom point on Tuesday, April 8, 2025, and since then, the stock has risen by 18.63%. Further increases are anticipated until a new top pivot is identified. Notably, volume decreased during the last trading day despite rising prices, creating a divergence between volume and price, which may serve as an early warning. Therefore, the stock should be monitored closely. Here are some additional signals you may find intriguing. Moving Average Convergence Divergence indicates a sell signal. Pivots show a buy signal from 10 days ago. Bollinger Bands presented a buy signal 36 days ago. The short-term moving average indicates a sell signal from 3 days ago. The long-term moving average also indicates a sell signal from 44 days ago. The relationship between the short and long moving averages revealed a buy signal 54 days ago. When we examine the 12-month chart, we observe the short moving average indicates a sell signal from 19 days ago. The long-term moving average shows a sell signal from 37 days ago. The relationship between the short and long moving averages revealed a buy signal 31 days ago. For more signals, remember to visit our page at StockInvest.us. Support, risk, and stop loss for SoFi. On the downside, the stock finds support just below today's level from accumulated volume at $10.64 and $9.86. There is an inherent risk when a stock tests a support level, as breaking through this level may lead the stock to the next support threshold. In this instance, SoFi has support just below today's level at $10.64. If this level is breached, the next support identified from accumulated volume will be at $9.86 and $9.57. This stock may experience significant movement throughout the day, indicating high volatility. The considerable prediction interval from the Bollinger Band categorizes this stock as high risk. Over the past day, the stock fluctuated by 620 cents between its high and low, which equates to a 5.74% change. For the past week, the stock has shown an average daily volatility of 4.81%. Before we dive into the potential trading levels for SoFi, let's quickly cover some essential fundamental data. First, the price-to-earnings ratio, or PE ratio. This important metric measures a company's current share price in relation to its earnings per share. This is a relatively normal PE ratio, often observed in companies with established histories or predictable revenues. In other news, The next earnings report for the first quarter of 2025 is anticipated on the 29th of April, 2025. Analysts' consensus estimates are at 3 cents. Keep an eye on these figures as they can significantly influence stock prices. Now let's discuss some potential day trading levels for SOFI. In the event of an upward trend, the first resistance level for SOFI is at $11.39. If you do not own any shares, you may want to wait for this level to be surpassed before entering a position. For those who already hold the stock, this could serve as a point to consider for swing trading. Conversely, on the downside, SOFI encounters its first support level at $10.64. If this support level holds firm, it could present a favorable entry point, anticipating a rebound. The combined average rating for SOFI from multiple analyst sources is sell. Now let's examine some recent insider trades. On the 20th of March, 2025, Keo Kelly conducted an insider sale of 11,181 shares of common stock. On the same day, Rishal Jeremy conducted an insider sale of 68,625 shares of common stock. On the 14th of March, 2025, Simcox Stephen conducted an insider sale of 71,353 shares of restricted stock unit. On that same date, Simcox Stephen also conducted an insider purchase of 71,353 shares of common stock. On the 17th of March, 2025, Simcox Stephen conducted an insider sale of 24,420 shares of common stock. Analyzing the 100 most recent insider trades, we find that the insider power is negative, with a ratio of negative 50.07. In total, insiders purchased 10,529,415 shares and sold 34,895,385 shares in the last 100 trades. Our recommended stop loss is set at $10.87, representing a decline of 3.58%. This stock experiences significant daily fluctuations, which introduces a higher level of risk. A buy signal has emerged from a pivot bottom identified 9 days ago. Is SOFI stock a good buy? SOFI presents several positive indicators. However, we do not believe these are sufficient to classify it as a buy candidate at this time. Currently, it is advisable to view it as a hold or accumulate position while monitoring further developments. Our analysis has been upgraded from a sell recommendation to a hold or accumulate stance since the last evaluation. Upon reviewing the volatility and movements from the previous trading day, our systems indicate that the current price is overvalued. For trading on Wednesday, the 23rd of April, we anticipate SOFI will open lower by approximately 103 thousandths of a dollar, commencing trading at $11.17. We remind you that trading involves a high risk of losing money. It is advisable to consult a financial advisor before buying or selling any securities. Your investment decisions should not be based solely on StockInvest.us. By utilizing this information, you acknowledge and accept responsibility for your own investment choices. This is our current view of the stock. Do you agree or disagree? Share your thoughts in the comments below. What is your target for the stock? Remember to like and subscribe. We wish you successful trading and hope you have a beautiful day. With regards from all of us here at StockInvest.